Hi beautiful people, this is Kim from Crafty Nani. I have a haul for you from several different days and 3 or 4 different places. Also, let's see, one is from a thrift shop, one is from an antique shop, one small thing from a yard sale, and then a little bit of stuff from a estate sale. But the stuff I'm going to show you first came from one of the local thrift stores here in my area. It's actually in Bristol, Virginia. It's the Amvet's thrift store. I paid $18 for it. It was actually $17.11, but I rounded up and made $18. So I got these 2 packs of vintage pocket trivia cards here. There's this one. And then this one here, they were put out by Chex and Hoyle, I think, is the name of the card company. But the Chex cereal there, so got those. I got this little Sweetheart Raggedy Ann. So it got a little claw clip on it. I'm going to use that on the charm. And this is from, I think, the 1990s, so vintage. These are from, I think, 1984. I'm not sure. Can't remember. I got this whole bag of laces and trims. I think this was total $7 for all that. But here's a vintage no-sew applique. There's some vintage trim. There's 3 different trims on here. Here's this one. Here's this one. Let's see here. This one is wide. Here's this one. It's a little wider than that one. And then this black trim here. I can't find the end of it, but I'll show that to you there. So there's that. Get this pins back in here. So we got that. Here's a lace. That's very pretty too. The whole spool of this. Here's this more modern trim. Here's some trim. It goes this way. The ruffle trim there. Get it to focus here. There's that. And there's some sparkly trim here. Bag. This is pretty. That. This is great. I love this. Here's some wire, some gold wire that was in the bag. Here's some little heart trim. There's some more vintage trim here. If I can get that to focus a little better. There's that. Here's some like sheer green trim. Oh, this is vintage. I love this. That is awesome. There's some blue trim. Here, these are all more newer types of trims. There's some embroidery floss that was in there. Some glitter that was in there. Some black silk ribbon that was in there. So here's a little bit of gold and trim. Here's some more modern trim. Some more modern ribbon. And here's some lace with some silver trimming on it. And some more lace with silver trimming on it. There's some pipe cleaners that was in there. And some more modern lace. that up. I also picked up this pom-pom maker. There's actually 2 of them in there for 2 different sizes. I'm not really sure how well these work, but I'm going to give it a try. I picked up this vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy little tin. It was a little bank. Actually, it was in a bag together with this. So we're back together. I picked up some books. I thought I picked up 5, but I only have 4 here, so I guess I only got 4. These were $1 a piece. So I got my receipt. It tells how many books I bought. But here's a Alice in Wonderland. It's not vintage, I don't think, but I was going to use some of the images in it for Alice in Wonderland journal. I picked up this college typewriter book here to use in journaling pages and books. And this one's awesome. It's really good. The cover's dirty, but the pages are, the images in it are great. So cute. So I got that. And let's see, from that store I also picked up a bag of mini brands. There was a lot more of them in here, but I gave some to my little niece who likes these. But this bag was full, and it was $4.25. So I'll show you some of the ones that I got here. I got this, some Dum Dums, some Mr. Goodbar, a couple of the mini brands little bags. Let's see, I'll just pick up a bunch of these in my hands that if I can. I got these here. This little Spider-Man. Some crystal lights here. Some cereal boxes here. A little Kool-Aid cooler. A little spice container. There were some gold ones in here, and she took all the gold ones because she didn't have those. She liked those. 2 little packs of hot dog wieners. Some more candy bars and caramels there. Another little thing of Dum Dums. A little Pez dispenser. Some more Crystal Light and a Teddy Grahams. A little wedge of cheese here. Some Mentos. Some Hershey syrup. A little Mickey Mouse suitcase. Some Baby Bella cheese. Some dipping chocolate. Some Marvel characters here. Star Wars character. A little pack of bacon. Some icebreakers. And then the little spice jar. Some shake and bake. Some more little candies. Heinz mustard. A almond breeze milk. A Cool Whip. Some Blue Diamond almonds. And a Pez dispenser. Like I said, there were plenty more of these, but I gave some to my little niece. So we got those. And that's, I think that's all that I picked up at that thrift store. And then at the antique store, I picked up these picture word cards. These are vintage. I'm not sure what year they're from. It doesn't say on there, but they're cute. They have the picture and the words on the back. These are little flash cards, little word cards. So I got these. There's a little monkey. So yeah. So I got those. And I got these Crazy Eights playing cards. These were new in the pack. These weren't open. I opened them up. And there's these. And then the images on them are like circus themed images. Get that focus. Let's see here. Oh, there's. Oh, clown. I love the clown. Oh, there's a zebra. Giraffe. Oh. Gorilla. So cute images. I think that was all the images. Let's start over. Yeah. That was them. So I got those. And then I also picked up this Goofy gag book. I'm doing a journal that I'll have on my. I've not finished it yet, but I've got it started here. It's going to be a ring bound journal. It'll be on my Etsy shop, and that's all I picked up at the antique shop. And then I went to a couple yard sales today. I didn't find much, but I got these. Let's see. I got these Pez dispensers. So here's a Gonzo from the Muppets. Here's a glow-in-the-dark pumpkin, jack-o'-lantern. Here's a Goofy one. That'll probably go with that journal that I'm making. Here's a Kermit the Frog. Here's a Big Bird. Here's a Speedy Gonzales. And a nurse. I'm going to keep the nurse one just because I'm a nurse. So I'm going to keep the nurse one. I think these were put out after 9/11 for Heroes by Pez. So I got those. I did pay a little up for these. She wanted $2 a piece for them, so I got 7 and asked her would she take 12. So I paid like $1.74 for each one. I picked this up at a different yard sale for $1. It's like a tea towel, very pretty tea towel. I'll use that in some of my journaling. And then from the estate sale, I picked up, and everything that I got at the estate sale was $12.75, I think. But I picked up this little 1920s or 1930s. He's from the 20s or the 30s. So cute. Cupid. I got him. Everything was half off today at the estate sale. Picked up this little Cupid doll. And I also picked up this little Cupid doll. I done research on this one, and these were given out at carnivals in Japan or Taiwan. I can't remember where they're from. As little prizes. So cute. Those. I also picked up this paper doll Cupid there too, with 2 little outfits. It was $1. So like I said, everything that I got at the estate sale was $12.75. So there's this, and then there's another little outfit with them. So one. So I'll pick that up. And I got 2 index boxes. One was $1 and one was $2. I don't know why they were like that, but this one had a $2 for tag on it, and it was $1 because it was half off when they charged me $2 for this one. So they were full of cards here. It's not been opened. Index cards, vintage index cards. There's index card guides. And then these are guides too that you can label yourself. So I got that for $2. And then this one was $1. It's metal. I love this one. And it also has some vintage cards in it with great patina on these cards. So I got that. These go for about $10 or $12 at our local antique shops here. Then I picked up these sales books. These were $1 a piece to use in junk journaling. So, and I picked up these 2 packs of doilies. They were $1 a piece. I picked up myself a bracelet. It was like $2. Very pretty. And then some more vintage trim here I picked up. Something like those. Another piece of trim, but I don't know. Okay. I picked up this. It says it's 2 yards. It's just a little roughly trim. It's vintage. And then this black lace, and it was $1. So it seemed like there was more trim, but I was not. But, yep, that was my haul for today. If you like this content, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.